नमस्कार. प्रुडंटाच्या गजाली कार्यावळीन सगळ्यांक येवकार. इश्टानो, भास आणि साहित्य हे समाजाचे मुखेल घटक आसात. ह्या दोन्ही घटकां खातीर वावर करपी राज्य पावण्यावेल्यो तशेंच केंद्र सरकाराच्या पावण्यावेल्यो जायत्यो संस्था आमी पळयत आयल्यात. तातूंत राज्य सरकाराच्यो अकादमी आसात, केंद्र सरकाराच्यो साहित्य अकादमी आसात, मैसुराचे सेंट्रल इन्स्टिट्यूट ऑफ इंडियन लँग्वेजीस आसा, अश्यो जायत्यो संस्था आमी पळयल्यात. आयज आमचे मदीं नॅशनल बुक ट्रस्ट म्हळ्यार राष्ट्रीय पुस्तक न्यास ह्या संस्थेचे संचालक भौमानेस युवराज मळीक जी आमचे मदीं आयिल्ले आसात. आमी तांकां स्टुडियोंत येवकार दिवया आनी तांचे कडल्यान एनबीटीच्या कार्यावळी विशीं आनी तांच्या प्रकल्पा विशीं जाणून घेवया. युवराज जी, आपका स्वागत है पूरी गोमंतक की तरफ से. और मुझे लग रहा है आप पहले बार गोवा में आए हुए इस संस्था के पहले निदेशक हैं. जब तक मेरी जानकारी गत 30 साल की है, दिस हैज़ बीन द फर्स्ट टाइम द एनबीटी डायरेक्टर is visiting the state of Goa. Again, welcome you on behalf of Goans.
Thank you so
and basically we would like to know what is NBT for and why it was constituted by Government of India.
Thank you so much. It's an honor and privilege for me to visit such a beautiful land, Goa. And as far as National Book Trust India is concerned, it's a body under Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, and it's autonomous in nature. The primary mandate of National Book Trust is to promote book reading culture, and not only book reading culture, create an ecosystem where there is a reading habit in the society, and we are heading to create a society which is knowledge based. To create a knowledge based economy, it is very, very important the activities which is editing, formation, writing and distribution of books, that complete ecosystem that leads to a knowledge based economy. And to prove that, National Book Trust of India is committed to work and function as knowledge partner of the nation. Since its foundation 1957, NBT has been doing this job very successfully and in all parts of the country. And the most beautiful part is that we are working with a mandate to provide quality book reading culture, quality books on affordable prices, and to make it accessible in all parts of the country.
Sir, looking at the history of National Book Trust, what do you think which are the major achievements of National Book Trust for the years to pass by?
There are so many achievements if I go one by one, but I feel when you say National Book Trust, the most important word is that national. I'll say that this is not only national, but it's an international body which has a mandate not only in India, but across the world. And we are doing it successfully. Then comes the important word is trust. Trust is symbolically is like NEAS. It's a registered under Societies Act. But I feel I go over the emotions, it's more of credibility. And trust, it has ensured by its quality content. If I say numerically what we have achieved, first part is we have been able to touch almost every corner of the country. We have been able to reach almost all the schools in the hinterland. And more than that, if you see that we are the only institution in the country which has published almost more than 55 languages and dialects, which also include 6 UN languages. So that is the most credible thing I will say. And more than that, we have variety of series. We have content for all age group, all languages, and in all dimensions of writing. So that is a complete package that National Book Trust India has been able to deliver, and today it's a name with credibility, and the content which National Book Trust is taken as a yardstick in the industry.
Sir, if someone would like to know the major schemes of National Book Trust, can you throw light on that?
Yeah, there are so many things which we are doing, but the most important, the latest one I would like to quote, we started a scheme PM Yuva Yojana. This is Prime Minister's Young, Upcoming, Versatile Authors Scheme, under which we floated in a scheme where all the youths who are below 30 years have to write a script on 5,000 words on any topic which is celebrating about unsung heroes, our national heroes, our freedom fighters pertaining to the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Based on that performance, is a multi-tier system. We selected 75 young, upcoming, versatile authors who are being paid 50,000 rupees per month of scholarship, and we will pay them 10% of royalty for their lifetime. Not only this, when the books will be coming out, they will be taken in translation into other Indian languages, so that we can connect the country with this content and recognize the role of our heroes and national and freedom fighters. So this is one of the scheme that youth of the country can look up to. You'll be surprised to know that when I explored through internet and all, I did not find any such scheme anywhere in the world where 22 languages of schedule of the Constitution of India, including English, the 23rd one, such a vast exercise and more than 16,000 manuscripts we received, we evaluated them, and then we selected 75 youths. And glad to say that some of them are as good as 14 and 15 years. So that is the strength of the nation, and we have been able to reach to that talented youth who will become the future writer of the country. Other than that, we have schemes like Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, under which we translate book from one language, which are iconic book, good books, folklore stories, into other languages, and try to integrate the nation through its cultural and literary diversity. So knowledge is a common fabric, and connecting the nation and celebrating the element of unity in diversity. Other than that, we have been able to do Ek Har Haath Ek Kitab, to take a book to every child in the corner. We are also doing schemes pertaining to ICDS, that is Integrated Child Development Scheme. We are also working with a mandate, which is current mandate on national education policy, where it focuses on multilingualism and multilingualism from the grassroots, that is ECCE learning. So we are already in the market and providing content as earliest on bilingual books, which is a foundation stone of our foundation learning. So these are the few things. More than that, from the basic achievement I will say is that we have been able to provide them on affordable rates, and we have been able to provide them in all languages, and we have been able to take our books to all the interior areas. Not only books, we have been doing national level book fairs, international level exhibitions, and I feel New Delhi World Book Fair, I don't have to speak about it. It's a brand name today, where more than 1.3 to 1.5 million readers congregate, come, and it's a event people are looking up to. So there were so many things, so many activities that we are undertaking. We are assisting a lot of institutions in creating their libraries. We are also taking dialects and regional languages, especially the tribal content, which is totally untouched. We are also entered into it, and a lot of tribal books we are coming up with collaboration with state academies. So the activities which NBT is taking is huge. It's very difficult to count all these steps in one go.
Thank you for that. If you see at the national level or at the state level also, the thrust of the work which is carried out in the literary field today in terms of language and literature is of three types. As one, you have said already, the Adivasi literature, the tribal literature. The second part of that is children's literature. And of course, the third part is translation. These are the three things which every literary body, may it be NBT, Sahitya Academy, and all other such bodies like CIL, Mysore, National Translation Mission, all of them are focused at these three activities. What are the activities of NBT in terms of children literature and translations?
That's very nice. You are very right that we are doing original books, we are doing translations, we are doing tribal literature. As far as children literature is concerned, there are two important aspects to it. One is ease of learning, and second is the impact it leaves on. So the role of books is not only confined to the text part of it, but also the silent, that is illustrations, the graphics, the designing, the technological art aspect of it. So when we integrate all of them, we have one of the finest illustrators, graphic designer, content writers with us. And that's how we have been doing workshops in all over the countryside. And also we try to integrate the local ethos, local cultural aspects, so that the learning is enhanced. With the new education policy, that National Education Policy 2020, which says that we have to work on foundation learning, definitely the toy-based learning, integrated learning, experiential learning, silent books. So these things are very, very important, for which a very systematic research and scientific work is done. Today, we are here only for the same work. We are working on the children books. We are sitting with the local experts. We are sitting with the local illustrations, so that when they design or graphically they portray something, that local touch is there, and the child who is just forming up his mind, what he sees in his community, he can see the same thing on the books. That's how the learning is enhanced. So the idea is to go to the ground where the book has to be done, and then create the content and put it in a way that it can have a permanent and long-lasting learning impact. That is the whole idea. Not only this, we are going ahead very actively in the segment of e-books, and also integrate our learning with audiobooks and other formats of learning. So with COVID and all, this is a new domain which everyone has realized the potential of. So we have to make a combination of both the approaches and create a better holistic learning system.
Sir, as we go ahead with our discussions, Will you please throw light on what NBT has done as far as Konkani language is concerned?
This is as you said that I am the first director. I didn't know that, but this is the first initiative that we have taken post-COVID, that we go to the ground, and well, almost 50 books have been prepared in last few months and last COVID era, which are due to be released. And today, this 3 days workshop where we have invited, with your collaboration and support, all the experts of children literature, writers, translators, and the expert opinions, so that we come up with a content, and that content primarily is developed into Konkani language, and then we will take this content into other Indian languages. We will also try to bring up these books through live workshops, which is a very difficult process but very fruitful process. So this live conference which is going on, wherein our all team are sitting under one roof and working out on content, and they will come up with beautiful books, and this process will continue for the year. And this exercise, we want to make it an annual feature, so that continuously we have good content. We are also going to have a discussion on the topics or the content which need to be recorded and documented, and those projects will be commissioning in the coming days after the workshop, and we will commission more authors and writers, and we will invite more and more applications. Through this voice which you have provided me, I would request, if there are authors, writers who are listening to me, they can write to us with their manuscript. We will evaluate it. If we find those parameters being met, we would love to publish your script as NBT as its publisher.
Thank you for that information. Sir, two technical questions. One is, what is the organizational structure of NBT at the national level? And secondly, at the state level, how you work with the the writers, the authors, and other partners. And third one, how come a book or a particular topic is selected for its publication by NBT?
Yeah, it's a very good question you have brought out, because not many people were clear about the processes of publishing a book from reputed institutions like National Book Trust. As far as structure is concerned, we are autonomous body under Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, wherein this is headed by chairman, who is Professor Govind Sharma. I am the director responsible for the executive functions, and there is a team of administrative wing, the editorial wing. The author part comes under editorial wing, wherein we receive a lot of self-sponsored scripts, whom what we evaluate. Then after that primary evaluation, we nominate that without any name and declaration to the expert panels which are already with NBT, and get it evaluated. If there's a conflict of view, there's a difference of opinion, we get the second review, third review. So once we are convinced that book is there, then the remarks of the editor and the reviewer are compiled, and the author is intimated without telling the name. We maintain this anonymity with credibility, and then we upgrade the content and come up the book in a way. Wherever there's a requirement of illustrators, there is a requirement of graphic designer, all things are in-house. The best part of sending a script to NBT is that once you have sent the script, you don't have to sponsor any activity. All expenses NBT will take care, and we'll pay the royalty depending on the original content, the translation content, the illustrated content. So depending on that, a scholarship, this royalty is paid to all the writers, and it's a very transparent and fair process. It's a very systematic process. Anybody can send their applications with their manuscript, self-sponsored. There is no criteria for any age, qualification, or anything. Only criteria is the quality of the script that you send, and then we take the rights, and then we do the MOU with the writer. After that, if the book is doing very well, we love to take this book into other Indian languages. That also responsibility we take care, and we have a lot of good translators for all the Indian languages, and then we carry out this project. So this is the complete process, and everybody is free to send a manuscript which they have with a self-declaration. And then after this script is found suitable, we take the necessary agreements and royalty issues on paper.
Are the translators empaneled, or any freelancer can also apply for such schemes?
We have a lot of translators on our panel, but if there are more volunteers coming in, we take them, we see their performance initially, and once we find them up to the standard, then we gradually upgrade them and keep doing them independent assignments also in long run. So anybody who wants to become a writer, illustrator, can send their nominations on an email. This is a very simple and straight process. There is no recommendation from anyone required for this process.
Sir, as you know, the print media along with the audio-visual virtual media that is coming up has also gained importance. You have just touched this point that NBT is now into e-books, audiobooks, etc. Will you please elaborate on this?
Yeah, this is the demand, this is the need of the time, because the way the world is moving, the way technology intervention has taken place, people have accepted that this is the new domain that we have to really explore. Of course, there will be a demand for the physical books, but a segment of the society has already switched to e-books. So whatever books we are going to produce in future, they are also going to have e-content, so that we can cater the need for both these segments. And I feel not only e-books, the audiobooks are also going to be in big demand. And the way this Digital India campaign is going on, the digital outreach is increasing, I feel over a period of time, all our schools will be digitally connected, and the content will have both the formats going simultaneously. So we have to move ahead of the time, plan in time, and execute as per a specific timeline, so that we can be relevant.
Now, as you have joined this department on a prestigious post of director, what are your future plans, sir?
Yeah, a lot of things are going on. As you know, that New Delhi World Book Fair is the biggest brand which we have. The whole world looks up to it. The highest congregation in the entire Africa, Asia region is that book fair. So we look forward to give it more themes, make it more inclusive, make it more activity based, and we try to incorporate maximum authors and writers for various panel discussions. And not only that, we want to open it for young writers. Idea is to catch them young. For example, these Yuva authors whom we have selected in this PM Yuva Yojana, we are planning to take them and give them the platform where they can express also. See, it's a holistic exercise, three-dimensional format. You write first, then you should also be able to express and speak, and then only you can create more and more content. So this will be a big platform for all the young minds, and a lot of literary and cultural activities are also going to be integrated. I was thinking over a period of time, there's no organized platform to create. It's a huge few lakh crore rupees of industry in publishing, but there are no serious professionals being provided by any agency. So NBT has been doing this online publishing course since COVID has started, and we got a very good response. Today, if you do a survey, you will find most of the big professional of publishing houses, they have either done internship with NBT, or they have done the training course with us, or they have been graduated with NBT. So we are doing this online course, providing publishing skill. So anybody, anywhere, being at home, can take this benefit, attend this course on the weekends, and get groomed in the publishing industry. So that moral responsibility, being a national institution, is on us to produce professionals who can contribute and give a better services and leadership to the entire publishing domain.
Sir, you have come down to Goa, so any specific message for Goan writers and Goan, creative people who have been working in the field of graphics, in the field of fine arts and all other things where they can contribute to NBT work?
Of course, it's a beautiful place, a beautiful culture, and beautiful people, such amazing hospitality, warmth. I will just say one thing which our Honorable Prime Minister has said many times, that there is no greater power than knowledge, and there is no greater joy than reading. So integrate reading in your life, and you'll be more powerful and more knowledgeable. And as it is said, as citizens, when they read, then only nation lead. So the desh padhega, tabhi aage badhega. So I want that this reading culture, which is the hallmark, it should go every street, every man, every young boy should have one book in its hand, because you never know when that one book can change your life. It can change your ideas, it can transform your life, and it can give you new heights in your life and career. So let's absorb book into our part. And when we give bouquets, I got a lot of good flowers out here. Let's give book as a gift. That's the only message I have. So gift a book. That's what we have done also in our seminar. So let's give book and make this part of our culture. And reading society and can only make a knowledgeable society. और हिंदुस्तान की पहचान विश्व गुरु की इसलिए नहीं थी कि हम इतने वो रिच थे कल्चरली, हम इसलिए थे कि हमारा नॉलेज सिस्टम इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग था जिसके बेसिस पे हमें विश्व गुरु कहा जाता है. तो उसमें गोवा का अपना एक बहुत रिच कल्चरल हेरिटेज है, उसको प्रिजर्व भी रखना है, मेंटेन भी करना है, और मदर टंग को भी स्ट्रॉन्ग रखना है, और बाकी लैंग्वेजेस को भी इंटीग्रेट करते हुए वी हैव टू सेलिब्रेट unity in diversity. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. इष्टानो हे आशिल्ले श्री युवराज मळीक, संचालक राष्ट्रीय पुस्तक न्यास म्हणल्यार नॅशनल बुक ट्रस्ट. आयच्यान गोंयांत 3 दिसांची एक कार्यशाळा इंग्लिशींतल्यान कांय पुस्तकां कोंकणीन अणकारीत करपा खातीर सुरू जाल्या. ताज्या खातीर 3 दीस तांचो राबितो गोंयांत आसा. पयलेच फावट ते गोंयांत आयल्यात आनी तांचे कडल्यान आमी NBTच्या वावराची म्हायती समजून घेतली. युवराज जी, आप यहाँ पधारे और हमें इतनी जानकारी एनबीटी के बारे में दी। कोंकणी भाषा के लिए जो कार्य एनबीटी आज यहाँ कर रही है उसके लिए हम आपका धन्यवाद करते हैं। और आप यहाँ आए, पधारे और आपकी बहुत अच्छी जानकारी एनबीटी के बारे में आपने हमें दी, इसलिए हम आपका आभार व्यक्त करते हैं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you. It's an honor and privilege. Thank you.